Exactly. And today, we're honing in on something very specific, the E-2 visa,
Mm-hmm.
particularly how it works for Canadian citizens. You shared a source that really zeroes in on this.
Yeah, it does. Your source sets out to cover the E2 visa specifically for Canadians.
Yeah.
It actually promises to tackle what to do, when to do it, and why to do it.
Okay.
So it's framing itself as, the starting block for understanding how you might live and work in the U.S. using this investment route.
And that's quite a promise. I mean, if you were a Canadian considering the E2, knowing the what, when, and why
Hmm.
is, well, it's crucial.
Absolutely essential.
So let's dig into that source then. What does it tell us right off the bat about these points? What's the what, according to this material?
Okay, so the source really emphasizes that the E2 is a treaty investor visa. That's the key term.
Treaty investor.
Yeah, because it stems from a specific commerce and navigation treaty between the U.S. and Canada. It also tells us that the visa demands a substantial investment
Substantial. Right.
in a real operating U.S. business.
Yeah.
So, it's not about just buying some stocks or a vacation home. It's about putting money into and, importantly, directing a genuine enterprise.
Got it. So the what is, it's based on a treaty, needs a significant investment, and it's got to be in an active business you're involved in. That's a clear start.
Exactly.
So what about the why? Why would a Canadian specifically go down this E2 path?
Well, the source explains the why really revolves around the ability it grants you to live in the U.S., specifically to develop and direct that business you've invested in.
Ah, okay.
So for Canadians, it's a specific channel to live and work south of the border, tied directly to their own business and investment, rather than, say, needing a job offer for other visa types. It's really geared towards entrepreneurs, investors.
That makes a lot of sense. Leveraging your investment capital for the right to live there and run the business.
Okay.
And the when. Does the source shed light on timing?
It doesn't give specific dates or deadlines, obviously.
Sure.
But the when that's implied is more about the process. It suggests this takes quite a bit of prep work before you even make the investment and definitely before you apply.
Right. You don't just jump in.
No. The material points towards needing that business plan solid, knowing where the investment funds are coming from, having the business structure thought out. So the when seems driven by being fully prepared and strategic about the investment itself.
Okay, got it. So putting it together, this source introduces the E2 as this treaty investor visa, the what, aimed at Canadians wanting to run their U.S. business investment while living there, the why, and it's something you need to plan carefully before executing, the when. Those seem like the core foundational ideas it gives us.
Precisely. It lays down that initial framework. But while it promises the what, when, and why, the source is also clear that for the real nitty-gritty, the how to actually apply part.
The practical steps.
Yeah, the nuts and bolts of the application itself, you need to look further.
And this source actually points you in a specific direction for that, doesn't it? It mentions e2visashop.com.
It does. It explicitly names that as the resource for the detailed application guidance.
So for you listening, this source seems like a really good primer. It gives you that essential what, when, why overview based on the document you provided, and then it gives a clear signpost for where to go next for the actual application instructions.
And that's, pretty common when you're researching complex things like visas. Often, initial sources give you the context, the why it matters, and then point you to more specialized resources for the detailed how-to.
Yeah, knowing where to start and then where to get the specifics.
Exactly. It's part of navigating the information.
Absolutely. So as you continue looking into the E2 visa, maybe think about that. How different sources serve different purposes. Some give the big picture, others the step-by-step. Just understanding that landscape is, well, part of the whole process itself, isn't it?